Litton will spin the coin.
Heads.
Head is the call. Shay, you got a smile on your face. You won the toss. What have you decided?
How are we going to bat first?
Litton Kumar Das, good to see you back in the team. 100% fit, I presume.
Definitely.
Have a look at the white ball series. What has transpired already in Dhaka. The one international series won by Bangladesh 2-1, and what a riveting second game we had there. Went to the super over, and now to look forward to some more scintillating stuff here in Chattogram. We start off today. 29th is the second T20 international. Finish off on the 31st with the third T20 international, where the crowds will be coming here in numbers in expectation of a good match, and hopefully they'll be entertained by both the teams who have strengthened their T20 squads leading to this series. Right, all-important toss. Short while earlier, Athar Ali Khan was down there with the two captains and the match referee.
It'll be interesting to see how this surface plays out. A fellow commentator, buddy. Oh, lovely delivery. What is a beauty. Turns out to be a beauty of a delivery. First up from Taskin Ahmed.
Just a beautiful delivery. No batter in the world would have got any.
Again, movement. It was in the air, just above that fielder at point. So they'll pick up a couple of runs.
Rishad don't say a bit of a luck that the West Indies opener will be hoping for. But certainly a good length found by Taskin Ahmed, a threatening length on a pitch which is doing a little bit.
Overboard, that just came back in. They're appealing.
Bit of movement inwards to the left-hander. Close to the bat, hit the back pad as well. Height will not be a problem. And
Murshid Ali Khan got it right. This time he's put that away, has he? Yes! The first boundary from the bat of Brendan King to finish the over. 7 in that. Oh, again, there's extra bounce there and movement.
Good length, good line, and plenty of bounce on offer for Taskin. Stump. Cross seamer, and very impressively carrying head high to Litton Kumar Das. This is what you like to see as a fast bowler, isn't it? Ball zipping through off the pitch as Rovers.
Well, it's gone up in the air, and not an easy one. Falls in no man's land. Never showed that they would have gone closer to that ball. But he was certainly not in control, Ali Khanez.
Nur Hassan Swan, the field mid-on, that's Nasu Mahmud was going for it. And this went so high in the air. And the start by Nur Hassan Swan was quite close or slow to pick it up. Nasu Mahmud from mid-on, he had a lot of ground to cover. And certainly...
Oh, he's cracked that nicely. It sat up nicely and it's pulled that away for another boundary. It is a nexus pay boundary.
That length will just say length delivery. It's a half cracker. Set up. And Ali Khanez, he gave it a proper hoik. That length in this kind of a surface on a slower side will just ask him to be put away. Much better. Penalty in big stages. And playing the own league is going to be very, very important. Poor delivery by Taskin Ahmed outside the yaw stump when you have two fielders in the leg side patrolling boundary. The poor delivery to bring up another nexus pay.
Third inside the circle, but he cannot afford to bowl that length. He did make a little bit of room down the leg side, so opening the offside is not that far from that fielder, but nicely struck. It's turning out to be a good over for West Indies. Yeah, you mentioned Mohammad Saifuddin, Maha. Well, he's gone for the pole and he's got the top edge. And he's got one bounce over to the fence. So another nexus play
for himself, not only in international cricket, but even in franchise cricket all around the globe. Very good.
Down the wicket, not in control. But he still gets away with it with a couple of runs.
Brandon King have been itching for a while now to get away a big shot. come down the track. Probably Mustafa on the track pitch, it's slightly shorter. No timing at all, and
inside edge. They run through. That will bring up the 50 on the board for West Indies.
It's a 650-run opening partnership this year. 50 plus. Still not getting the pace of the pitch, even though he's been there from the start. Brandon King, things have gone. Just a couple expensive overs.
That's hit sweet. Goes all the way. As the crowd here is silent, it is a rocket 6.
You just help that one. Alec Anthony is using the pace of Tanzim, just getting inside the line and swiveling nicely. A lot of flair in that particular.
Fielder there. Not a contender. One bounce to Nasum Ahmed.
Yeah, I really like this from Liton Das with that slip in position, because he knows that a little bit short but not getting the middle of the bat, so he's two-ended quite a few. Brandon King. So
got him, pulled him, it is rocket out. Here's the wicket Bangladesh were looking for. Richard gets the breakthrough.
Now listen to the noise, such a high form. They're ricocheting from the pad onto the gloves and then onto the stumps. I know that he's played with some level of productivity in the past. This time it brings about his downfall. An important strike for Bangladesh. Yeah, that's chipped in there, just over the fielder. Unintentional from Shehoop, but he survives. Maybe just stopping in the pitch, threw the shot too early. A sign of things to come, perhaps.
We had a look at the surface. Gripping a bit. Catches the call, but it's launched it up the runway. Has Shehoop, it is a maximum. It's a rocket 6.
Yeah, in the slot. Not using the surface too full on that occasion, allowing Shehoop to get under it. There was an explosion again, but because of the length, he's able to connect and connect nicely.
Miss out on that. Starts off after the break with a rocket 6.
certainly that was a rocket. Making some damages to advertising boards. And just set up beautifully. Brandon King, when he hits it, it stays it. Nice and flat and a 79-meter hit.
Well, Rishad Hussain, once again, just giving that ball some air. This time around, finds the fielder and just restrict that to 1 run. 9 from that over in his first over. He does that so very well. A half-hearted appeal by the skipper.
The 30-dot deliveries in 11.1 overs on a good batting surface is on the higher side. Probably at the end of the game, West Indies having a discussion. We'll definitely have a chat about it. This turn and bounce.
Oh, get him in the solar plexus. Just trying to swivel around, not timing the ball coming off. He bowls out wonderful cutters, which slows down the speed.
Surprised with pace this occasion, 134.6. And clearly Brandon King was late to that stroke. Probably anticipating another slower delivery. And this is why Mustafiz is so good. Batsman cannot target him down.
And he just guides the ball. He tries to guide it past that squarish short third fielder. Maha 1 point is just about to make. This is the very first time. But they've played each other 19 times. Bangladesh and the West Indies, the very first time they're playing in this ground at Chattogram.
Not there to be scored, just get a single. That's important too, is the call. Good sprinting by Tawhid Udoy from Midwiga, just resulting in a single. Because you try and minimize the dot delivery percentage. That's what you want to do. But that's where I find Brandon King not picking up the variations of Mustafiz and certainly struggling for timing.
Absolutely, and he's kept him guessing. We've had 120, 134. Once again, he just allows the ball to come back on. Single is only one that he can muster.
A ball into his field. 5 fielders in the offside, 2 behind square, saving the boundary. Certainly the line has to be just outside the off stump. Well, that's what shape.
Now a push just past the infield, and the boundary right as you saw him coming in with Brand. There he goes. Swivels round. The fielder is there. Thank you very much. Najim Saqib takes a very, very well-judged catch. That was on the cards. I thought he was trying to break the shackles. In the process, Taskin Ahmed has earned himself a wicket.
Finally, Brandon King's frustration comes to an end. 33 of 36 deliveries going nowhere. That was a slower delivery start by Taskin, only 118 kilometers per hour. And his fast bowling partner, Tanzim Hassan Shakib, takes a good catch at deep square leg. Brandon gone for 33, West Indies 82 for 2.
Then, you see Sheffield Rutherford, 586 runs, 350s. Very, very decent. And now there's a spooning in there. Liton Kumar Das is lining up underneath the one and grabs it. The easiest of picks. 2 in 2. Taskin Ahmed is on fire. That's another rocket out.
That went to the sky and brought a star down. Liton Kumar Das, safe as houses. He is not going to drop. Calm under pressure. Back of the length delivery. The first ball. No sight is needed for Sherfan. Question has to be asked whether it's on if we're facing the first ball. But probably the run rate would have tempted Sherfan Rutherford to go. And he's gone for a golden duck. 82 for 3. Powerful player down the ground. Not much players in around the world plays 100 T20 international matches, but Roman Powell.
Match. You see the next ball allows that to come back onto him. Now Shai Hope has got to really play a very, very good knock, because the thing is with Roman Powell coming in so quickly, 2 quick wickets, I think the pressure back on the West Indies.
I think tactically also for Liton Kumar Das, I'll probably be thinking for Liton Kumar Das to get the spinners in straight away. Roman Powell against.
Good ball, right on the money. This over.
Yes, certainly the pace high as well. 130.
Short again. Another swivel. Didn't quite connect it at all. A dot ball to finish an excellent couple of wickets over. 84 for 3. Oh, now it's up in the air and sailing away. That is an extraordinary shot. Welcome back, Richard, says Shai Hope with a rocket 6.
Take a look at this at the ball hitting the bat. That's almost like a no-look. Flight turned right in the hitting arc. And straight as a whistle for a night.
But if the batters upset your rhythm like that, with majestic shots like that, what about that? That was one of the flattest sixes, rocket 6s I've seen for a while.
Yeah, picked the bones out of that, didn't he? Middle of the bat, a slog sweep against the turn. And this is why quality players like Shai Hope, you cannot keep him quiet for a longer period. First a 96-meter hit, and the right next delivery, a 84-meter hit, flat and long. Straight away, Rashad Hussain in his last over under pressure.
Comes back well, just tad short of a length and turning away. A dot ball, a precious one.
Yeah, good comeback by Rashad, slowing it down and pulling the length back most importantly. The first one, right in the hitting arc, straight to the side screen. And a similar length, a slog sweep in front of square.
Again, just managed to turn the ball away. Liton Das a little annoyed with his fielder not really going after that ball, and that's good to see, trying to keep everyone alert.
On the other hand, I think Rishad Hossain quietly will be happy that he has to bowl towards Powell at least another couple of deliveries and try and pick up his wicket. And rightly so, Liton Kumar does.
He will be much more circumspect in his approach than K-Hope, who's been there for a while and looking at the ball and assessing the nature of the wicket very well. Rahman Par. There's an attempt at that one, not quite getting hold of it once again, just the single.
As expected from Liton Kumar Das, soon as Powell comes into the crease, bringing the two spinners. Rishad Hossain bowled out in the last over, quite expensive. He's 440 for one, and Nasub Ahmed bowled really well with the new ball, but 5 more deliveries. Probably happy just to give a single to Shai Hope and try and bowl much.
Prepared to take him on. He is, and in the process he gets a ball just tad short of a length, which does not really allow him to free his arms.
It's all about the length, Shamim. Just the ideal length for a spinner skidding on. So good, Nasub. Hitting the length, and this will confirm us. Hitting the stumps 50% and just bowling wicket to wicket. Subtle variation in pace, but most of the deliveries, they are or thereabout. And that's the slowest delivery, 81.2. And don't be surprised, the right next delivery will be much more quicker, straighter. He's skidding onto the bat. And these kind of surfers, you just want to bowl wicket to wicket on a good length.
And he just manages to just push it a little further, knows that Rahman Powell is still not in his elements. The 3 runs, take advantage of that once again, quickly through the air. Excellent, tight, accurate bowling.
Yeah, a few comes to my mind who bowls wicket to wicket quickly. It's Imad Wasim one, and our own co-commentator Samuel Badri, who used
for West Indies. Oh, good delivery, slower delivery, just getting the fingers over. But they still managed to steal a single. Good evening, Samuel Badri.
Hello, Atta. Hello, everyone. Yeah, you're right. Only the third behind Nicholas Puran and Kieron Pollard to play 100 T20Is for the West Indies. He's also the second highest run getter for.
And he's timing it really nicely, the skipper, Shai Hope. He's missed out in the last few innings, but he did manage to pick up 100 against Australians in West Indies when he smashed 102 not out. So we know what kind of damage he can do with the bat. And he's got the kind of start that he is hoping for. You know, just not timing it, Rahman Powell, only a single.
Yeah, 6 from 12, so he hasn't gotten going just yet. And he needs to accelerate quite quickly. Just as you mentioned, 4 overs remaining after this one, and do if any later on.
Yeah, just probably going down the leg side, not a